What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to some more The Expanse. We are here with some more spaceness. I have been looking forward to watching more episodes of The Expanse because season 2 has been great so far. Lost Star Helix. Shout out to Miller, man. Miller was a good one. You know what I mean? And now we're still trying to figure out what's going on with this protomolecule. And then now we have a situation where it seems like it showed up on this place. I think it's Venus. I don't remember exactly where they were going. So I'm not going to sit here and make it seem like I remember, because I remember in my review, I was saying that I don't remember. So I don't know what to tell y'all. But in any case, we're going to jump into this review, man. I appreciate you guys. Let's jump into the reaction. If you guys want to see more episodes of The Expanse, go check it out on the Patreon. I'll see you guys right after for the review. Let's go. I guess whatever came over her to stand over her came and realized that she was alive and still left her alive. Or is this still happening right now? No, this is rescue.
Dawes down, Gunny. Power's breached. Life support critical. Got a photo shoot. We're gonna get you out of here.
All we know is that fire from UNN and MCRN forces hit one of our orbital mirrors, which crashed into the station and several ag domes. This is a humanitarian crisis of epic proportions.
Mars believes that Ganymede was just a proxy war. Sandbox
So it was
to fight from
Ganymede
there.
or whatever they
But
call
make no
it.
mistake, this was an escalation. We need to choose an appropriate Martian target in response. Christian?
We invite Mars to a peace summit.
A peace summit? And what? Foot massages, too?
Trust me, Mars wants this worse than we do.
They were the aggressors on Ganymede. So what was that?
Fear. The whole system has been a tinderbox since Eris. Mars thinks it's our weapon, we think it's theirs. There are too many ships in one place, and we're sending more.
We lost on Ganymede, definitively.
Peace summit, here on Earth, on our terms. Mars will read it as a warning, which it is. 40 years ago, the Vesta blockade.
She's just trying to avoid this war that this dude is trying to plunge them into.
Ganymede is the worst it's ever been between our nations. It's time to step back before we're all wandering through the rubble, defending ourselves with rocks and sticks. You will sell it, because you saved Earth from Eris.
We all know who really did that.
And whom do I serve?
Amen.
Why didn't you ever run for office?
I like getting shit done, and I like to keep my head attached to my neck.
Your father was smart. You're smarter.
And despite the circumstances, it will be good to see you against the Terror. Until then.
Got to tell you, all about to learn their welcome on CD.
Anderson Dawes.
Canterbury had to pay tribute to him every time we parked on Ceres. We used to call it a shakedown.
You think that's why Bells love him? Because he lined his own pockets for years. Dawes put all of those bribes back into the neighborhood.
Yeah, now he's practically running Ceres.
About time a Belter was.
One to the person. One each. I said one each. Back off.
Leave my mother alone!
It's like, dude, need to learn to have some emotions, man. Like, Amos is just... I think that's what dude was trying to tell him. It's like, dude, man, he's like a freaking robot, man.
Gunny, you're on the Sirocco. I'm Commander Thorson. Can we get you anything?
A porterhouse.
Okay, I'll see what I can do.
For the kids too. Except at least she's a vegan.
Gunny, I'm sorry to be the one to tell you, but no one from your team made it.
What happened?
I was hoping you could tell us.
So it fates.
All lost with your team, under the mirror rays. Gunny, you're the only one who survived. Our only eyes and ears on what happened down there. Now, you said that you were under attack. You reported shots fired along the UN line.
6 blues. They were coming right at us. Then we got jammed. I grabbed Travis and we made a line.
6 blues charging you?
No. No, wait, there was a 7th. Lieutenant Sutton, he would have picked up on it. He was on
Lieutenant Sutton was killed.
She's bleeding again.
Nurse, we need a sedative.
Yes, sir.
You know what would have been better? It would have been better if the Rosinante was the one that picked her up. I would have loved to see that interaction.
Dresden never coerced any of us.
When'd you decide to make it permanent?
That first day, within 5 minutes, I knew I'd never go back.
Why?
The calm I felt, like a terrible storm, had lifted. It was painless, you know. The procedure.
I didn't say that. Today, there was this boy that looked at me like I was a monster. It made me remember when I was that boy.
So, somebody hurt your mother?
And then there was Lydia.
Who?
Just someone that looked after me.
And you loved them. I loved my mother, too. It was the residue of guilt, shame. Love kept me at her bedside until she died. Really caused me to miss out on the greatest work humanity has ever undertaken. The Protomolecule devours old constructs, it recreates them. It only moves forward, as we must.
Move forward, what do you mean?
You want to be that real boy again, the safety of your mother's embrace. You cauterized all that in order to survive. We are about to rewrite the entire story of humanity. And if you like, you can be a part of that too. I know how.
We are here, not as Black Sky or Inaros or Terabyt or any other Abeltas. And we have a historic opportunity before us. First, Eros, now Ganymede. And they'll have to find a path to peace or risk mutual annihilation.
What, the Belly's just gonna get an invite? Or the Inners are busy divvying up the solar system, huh? Yeah!
We can buy a ticket. The OPA just saved Earth. And if that is not sufficient enough to earn their respect, we have their missiles. And that is our ticket to the table. A unified belt must send a representative that speaks for all of us.
Earther who thinks he's a belter goes home to Earth, begging for table scraps. And maybe he forgets about us, eh?
The belt needs a born belter to be its voice. Anderson Dawes should represent us.
Really?
Excuse me. No disrespect. I just imagine the look on the Inners' faces when they see who is sitting across the table from them. I would be honored to represent the belt. Earth and Mars at peace. And the belt, equal partners in that peace. Too much an Erta's dream. I do not doubt his heart. Fred Johnson has proven himself to be a true friend to the belt. But as much as I fear war between Earth and Mars, I fear the peace more. For that is when they will turn their sights back on all of us. Never. The Inners are not like us. Erters cannot look upon a thing but wonder who it belongs to, huh? To make it their possession. Possession is 9/10 of the law, they say. But that is not the way of the belt. We say the more you share, the more your bowl will be plentiful. And those that will not share... And if we are all well, you die, Earthers, Martians, they see us as their possessions. To test their new weapons on. They will do it again. We must protect ourselves against this weapon. We must find out what it was.
It is my hope someday we will know the whole truth of Eros. We believe that we have destroyed the threat when we took over Protogen Station. We've seen Eros burn up into Venus. Earth knows that the rot is coming from its house. They almost lost their planet as a result. Don't want another Eros any more than we do.
Johnson says that we are safe. But I say, once a thing is written, it is forever.
I was on Eros. I was on Eros. I saw it dying. And I was there when we killed the bastards who did. It was a small group. We believe not working on behalf of any government. The threat has been eliminated. And those missiles you have, Earth and Mars have pointed those damn things at each other for over 100 years. So let's give them back. Returning them will show that the belt is ready to lead the peace.
James Holden, huh? Varatna. You see?
Don't shake my hand.
By one, the best Earth has to offer us are coming to our fight. Idealists, my friend, idealism is a luxury of the inner planets. But I agree with you about the missiles.
Flotas, no, we divide them amongst the factions.
Keeping the missiles is an act of war which will lead to the end of the belt. That is why they are both right.
The missiles are useless to us. You, Satara, you were on Eros too, yeah? You think this is over?
I hope that it is.
That's tough. Jeez, man.
Stayed out of it.
Fred needed backup. Couldn't just sit there.
That was OPA business. Fred has plenty of supporters.
But not ones who were on Eros.
Do you know what everyone saw in there? Do you know what Anderson Dawes saw in there? You and Fred Johnson, big noise earthers telling belters how they should run the belt.
And everyone keeps telling me to pick a side.
Those fuckers who did Eros sure as hell picked a side.
Everything's as it should be then.
If Eros rammed into Earth, wiped out half of your people, then you'd know.
How you feeling?
I'm good, sir.
I see your red meat's done you some good.
Tank grown, but still not bad.
You ever been to Earth? My mother was foreign secretary. Took me there on a dip tour when I was 15. But it's different when you're there. This so oppressive pull down.
I look forward to experiencing it firsthand.
This interview is being recorded. You reported shots fired from the UN line then?
7 Blues were charging at us. About 2 clicks out. Then we got jammed. I grabbed Travis and we formed a line. What's weird is that there was only 7 of them. That's less than a third of their full garrison. Why would
Let's just focus on the facts. 7 Blues in a line coming hard at you.
They were shooting behind them.
Who's behind them?
Yeah.
The egg drone. Before the Blues were charging at us, Hillman spotted a stray egg drone over our position.
Certainly look into that. So 7 UN Marines were charging you. Sounds like you're saying Earth initiated the attack.
That's what you want to hear.
7 UN Marines.
Yeah, they were charging at us.
They weren't firing.
They jammed our comms. I saw ships engaging in orbit. Fucking Earth has attacked us. They want a war. We'll give them a goddamn war.
Literally just, she was remembering everything and you're telling her to focus on the wrong thing. Great.
I could use one of these.
I don't think the Martians will give you one.
They didn't give you one either.
Legitimate salvage.
It most certainly is. I wanted to thank you for your words earlier. You've inspired the belt more than you know. That is a story. I like it.
It's the truth.
The truth is, it's never what you expect it to be, eh?
You mean like all Earthers aren't scumbags? Some belters are just full of shit?
I didn't say it was the whole story, just a useful part.
What do you want?
To know the part of the story that you and Fred Johnson left out.
We told you what we saw and what we did.
And in all your travels, Eros and back, you came away with nothing that could help the belt defend itself.
There wasn't time.
Now that is a story.
Hey, fearless champion of the belt. You want to paint me as one of the bad guys because I'm an Earther? Have a great time.
Good men do bad things, like Fred Johnson. And bad men do things believing it's for the good of all mankind. This isn't over, Satara. I can't rely on hope.
We nearly lost Earth in all of this too, you know.
And yet there she is, shining like a jewel.
Enough. We're really busy.
Yeah, get the fuck off my shit, man. I can't stand this fucker Dawson, dude.
I believe you. Fred Johnson is tactical. He can't think any other way.
After.
He wouldn't offer me up to the inner planets as his errand boy or be willing to return Earth's missiles so readily unless he had another card to play.
None that we know of. Now get off my ship.
Thank you.
You remind me of someone. Just missing the hat, that's all. Belters will never unify under Fred Johnson's flag. True Satara. We'll never forgive him for the past. And after the Nauvoo, his days on Tycho are numbered. Any weapon that Fred Johnson has is vulnerable.
Yeah, as I wanted to say, is that he's the type of person that you gotta be so careful around, because people like that talk a good game, right? They just talk a good game. You gotta be so careful around people who are like that. It's just always talking, right? And always trying to be so philosophical and all this. You gotta be careful around people like that, especially when it comes on to um, situations similar to the, you know, you probably never find yourself in a situation like this, but I'm talking about like in parallel to your own life and keeping friends that are like that, who you're just like, you never really want to be around them, but they're always around, and they just talk a good game about everything, and they never really, don't get me wrong, great character for the show, but I just don't like the dude. He's a great character for the show. I don't like him because it's like it's us or nobody at all. That's the type of leader that he is. He's not really trying to get peace for the Belters. It's all about the power for him. It's the power for him, and he uses that to his advantage with the Belters, because it's like he knows that the Belters will rally around him because they have been scorned for years, right? So he knows that, and he's using that to his advantage. And I don't think he truly wants peace for the Belters. I think he's like, well, they're not gonna leave us alone. You don't know that. Go to the peace meeting and hear what the people have to say, right? We have our girl, right, back on Earth trying to prevent a war, and then you on the situation with Mars is this girl here is trying, you know what I'm saying, like she was trying to remember exactly what happened, and she was little by little she was getting there, but this new commander of the ship, you know what I'm saying, is trying to lead her to believe that they were attacked, and they weren't attacked because they weren't shooting at them. Obviously that there were 6 of them, and they were running away from the other one that was following them, the 7th one, and she was slowly remembering what was happening, and then this, oh man, this is gonna be crazy, bro.
We are in this together. Otherwise, we're all lost.
Yes, because there's a new enemy out there that they need to focus on. It's not about Belters, Earthers, Martians. It ain't about any of y'all right now. The Protomolecule is coming.
You know we can get you a new suit.
Fuck off. Sorry, sir. No disrespect intended.
At ease, Captain Martins.
When I marked my 2790 as none, I was serious.
Well, don't worry, I'm not here to proselytize. You went through something pretty horrible down there. Whatever you're feeling is okay.
I'm a Marine, I'll be fine.
You know, I served with your father. He would have been very proud of you.
My father? Did they teach you that at Chaplain 101?
He was so disappointed when your brothers all went to AMT.
Mars needs its engineers too.
It does. Sergeant Draper, MCR in command is going to need your cooperation with the investigation on Ganymede, but you can speak off the record with me. Tell me what really happened.
There was a stray ag drone over our position. Have you checked that drone's feed yet?
We were on high alert for anything in that area. There was no drone over your position.
No, that's not right. I saw it. I think I'm making it up.
No. I believe you saw something. Okay, what I want to know is why is that so important to you? Why are you so interested in it? What do you think it saw? What did you see, Bobby?
I can't remember.
Okay. It's okay. We can help you with that.
that drone, but was it a drone?
Assistant Director of Operations. We've come a long way since the loading docks on cities. From what people tell me, you're the one really running things around here. We need you back home. It's hard to find good people.
I prefer it here.
This floating tin can? Don't know if it's aching bones or the constipation I'll miss more.
You've been on Sirius too long, eh? You forget how to be a good rock hopper. Constipated, you suck a stone to get things moving. You see the problem, you shove that rock up your ass.
If we're going to reminisce, let's at least get a drink, huh?
We will toast to Fred Johnson's secret weapon.
It sharpens your mind.
Jeez, what the fuck is this? Limitless?
Let's go back to Ganymede. 7 UN Marines charged your position. Is that correct? Gunny, focus.
The UN Marines, they weren't firing at us. They were shooting behind them.
Yeah.
At him. We formed a line.
The drone. Okay.
That's when I saw the drone.
Sergeant, what happened next? Continue, that's an order.
Bruh.
Stevens, man, he wasn't wearing a vac suit.
That's enough. She's had enough.
Bro, whatever the fuck that was. Fucking alien.
He's getting new data. He says it's talking to him.
What does that mean?
He says there's more protomolecule out there.
But Phoebe's gone. We drove Eros into Venus. We killed it.
Apparently not all of it.
Well, does he know where?
Not yet. But he's going to find out. And then we'll have it, and Cortazar will help us understand it. If the belt has the protomolecule, no one will ever use it against us again.
Aye.
Diogo Harari, forgive the intrusion. I'm Anderson Dawes. I wanted to meet the boy who was found floating beyond Hidalgo. And then you fought alongside Josephus Miller, huh?
Yeah.
Miller Danza Ere de Satara. You were on Eros with him too. And before, on that Earther station?
Yeah.
Better keep my eye on you. Soon your legend will be better than mine.
Fred Johnson just want people. Scientists.
What for, do you pensa?
You need to stop talking, man.
You ran with the 5 Points crew. I grew up in the Rose Belt too. Do you know how old you are?
19, I think. 30 years.
Even a sense of time comes from them. And it takes the Earth to spin on its axis. The Earth to go once around the sun. On Jupiter, you'll be celebrating your first birthday. It's hard to feel we matter out here, isn't it? The distances are so vast. It's hard to believe that we can make a difference.
Man, if I look like that after 1 year on Jupiter, we're talking about me living, on average, I would say, even if you live for 100 years, Earth years, right? Even if you live for 100 Earth years, on Jupiter, say a good 5 years? 5 years on Jupiter. So on average, you'd be dying at like 4 years old. That's insane, bruh.
Sergeant Draper, in recognition of your extraordinary service to Mars, MCRN Command has awarded you the Purple Heart.
You couldn't give me a ceremony, something? Just gonna pin it on me? Alright.
After the shit show on Ganymede, your first-hand account of what happened will lay the groundwork for what's to come. You'll tell them your story. In the confusion of a communications blackout, your team fired first.
Sir, did you say we shot first?
Well, given the lack of intel, it's a supportable conclusion.
They fired first. Maybe not at us, but they definitely fired first.
Well, truth is a tricky thing, especially when...
They stormed our line. Thing was driving them forward.
I don't want to hear any more talk about a thing, Gunny. Are we clear?
That's what they wanna keep on the wraps. But she needs to tell somebody.
What, so you gonna tell me a fucking story now to sell me on this bullshit? My apologies, sir.
Man,
It's
she.
all right, Gunny. You're the only witness from Mars and Earth. And Ganymede could be the spark that leads to an all-out war. The UN has demanded your direct testimony. When you get there, you'll tell them your story. Sergeant, you're going to Earth.
Well, you always wanted to go. You know? I mean, seriously. Is there somebody on the show? Did they let him out? The scientists, they let him out? Or did somebody take him out there? Was James going to kill him? They fucking took him, dude. Come on, man.
How can I help you, Holden? Where's Cortazar? Under guard in his cell.
I'm in his cell right now. He's gone.
They already gone.
Give me eyes on Dawes' ship.
Dock lockdown has been ordered. All berths, please acknowledge.
But it's her.
He's taken Cortazar.
Docking clamp release, buff 38C.
Overriding.
Can't do. System's locked out.
I think she's the reason why this happened.
They just killed that transporter.
They're trying to go dark. Maintain visual.
Alex, are you on the Rossi?
Sure am, Haas, but what is going on?
Dawes has Cortazar. He's running. Dust off now.
Copy that. Let's roll.
Is Amos with you?
I don't know where he is.
We'll lose him if you wait. Just go. Go!
She's not gonna wanna take him out. If it comes to that. Because they... Target lost.
Shit. Standard evasive maneuvers. They're gonna alter course on the thrusters and then kick the drive back in. Widen out your visual. Try and reacquire.
Got him.
Hang on. Prepare the PDCs.
We cannot shoot him down.
Not down.
I tell her
Out.
she's not gonna wanna shoot him down.
Steady.
Shout out their thrusters.
Seal is good. You're gonna have to force the airlock door.
We should wait for backup.
Every second we wait is another second that Dawes can put a bullet in Cortazar's head. Safety's off. Is that what you want? If it comes down to it, I go low, you go high. Open our door on my mark. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Is this the kid?
Don't shoot, boss man.
Yeah. Why'd you betray us like that, bro?
You got me. Just me. Got nothing.
We lost Dawes. He's got Cortazar. They're gone.
The rest of them left. Yeah, even when there's no conflict, people gotta find a way to have conflict. Why are humans like this, man? Like, it's like, instead of you coming in and say, what can I help with to create or to bring about this peace that we're trying to head towards, instead of doing that, let me get the weapon, you know? And that's what I'm saying, that it's all about the power. You might be, you know, he might be convincing himself that it's about the greater good or whatever, but it's all about the power for people like that, man. It's all about the power for him. And he might get a tragic death or whatever. I'm not gonna feel sorry for him if that happens in the show. But at the end of the day, yes, he's all about the belters, but he's using this to get on a throne. Okay? That's what he truly wants, is to get on a throne. It might not end up that way. I'm just telling you how I feel right now about Dawson. Okay? That's how I feel about him. Shout out to my man, Mr. Harris, man. One of my favorite actors of all time, by the way, if you guys did not know, if I never said that. One of my favorite actors. I watched him in Mad Men as well. I believe he was in Chernobyl. I don't remember. I think he was in Chernobyl as well. Yeah, he was in Chernobyl. Yeah, he was in Chernobyl as well. Plenty of other things that I've seen him in. One of my favorite English actors, man. Shout out to him. pretty sure he's English. Then again, I've seen him play so many different characters. I've seen him play Russian. I've seen him play even this accent that he just came up with. You know what I'm saying? Very, very interesting dude, man. Very legendary. Hopefully they honor him one day and I could get to see him. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. He's up there with in my opinion, he's up there with the Denzels. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He's up there. You know what I mean? I could name a lot more of those really great actors that have like crazy range of things that they have done. I've seen this dude play bad guys, good guys. In this, he's kind of like, you know, in between. You can't really peg him down. So it's like, you know, I've seen him in play emotional characters, you know, very strong characters. I've seen him play so many different roles. Same thing with, you know, people like Denzel Washington, Brad Smith. Yeah, Brad Smith. I was about to say Brad Smith. Brad Pitt. Right? Just to give you, there's so many. You're talking about people like Tommy Lee Jones, you know what I'm saying, Clint Eastwood. People like that are just in the stratosphere of what you can expect from them in the Hall of Fame of actors, if you will. You know what I mean? Of course, I have my favorite female actors as well, but I just wanted to take that time to actually give props out to Mr. Harris. I like to call him Mr. Harris. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those those guys, man, that really goes above and beyond when he takes on a role. I really appreciate that. So Gunny, or Bobby, as we finally learned her name. I think that's the first time they actually said her name, because they've always called her Gunny, I believe, or maybe I just missed it before. But overall, man, she's trying to tell the truth about the entire thing of what the thing that attacked them. She don't think it's Earth, but they want her to feed some kind of bullshit version of the story to Earth when she goes there to like testify, because she was like, she's on ground zero, so she could tell them whatever and they have to essentially believe it. And this is peace talks, and they want peace. It's like they don't want anybody to talk about this thing because they don't want everybody, you know, it can come off as like, oh, so you guys are trying to find out an excuse. You know what I'm saying? But I don't agree with them saying that it's she should tell him that they fired first. And I'm like, so are you guys going there to apologize? Like, you get what I'm saying? It's like, okay, we fired first. I mean, it was a Earth place. It was kind of like, what do they call the damn place again? It's some G word. You know what I'm saying? It's some G word, because I was wondering if I was like, it's not Venus, because arrows burn up on Venus. So I was like, it can't be Venus, because Venus is not, they can't be on Venus. Venus is so fucking hot. So I was like, what's the name of it? And I don't think they had said the name, and I was trying to remember what it was. But either way, bullshit story she's going to tell. I want to see how that meeting is going to go down. I wonder if old girl is going to figure out that, you know, she's lying. But at the end of the day, Fred wants peace, and he sees the missiles as an advantage, as if, oh, okay, everybody got nukes, so nobody gonna nuke each other, right? And then, you know, because essentially we'll all just be in a wasteland, right? So we don't want that, right? So the plan is, as Fred was trying to explain and getting the Belters to understand, it's like, listen, man, we can send Dawson to the meeting. They're having a peace treaty. You there, you represent the Belters, and you know, we can be calm. But the thing about it is that Dawson's plan, at least from my perspective of what I'm seeing with him, is that he wants the belt to be a superpower as well. And that's the thing with him. It's all about the power. Because it's like, as long as they're there, they're still gonna have the power over us. They still can just decide to come possess us, right? Whenever they want, because they think they can just own anything, right? And they think they own us. Don't get it twisted. Earth, out of all of these factions, right? Earth is still the strongest. They have the numbers. More people are still on Earth than anywhere else. So it goes to show you that if war should break out, Mars might have the more sophisticated technology, but Earth still has the numbers for war. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta, the line has, you have to be very careful of how we toe the line right now, because the thing that I love about The Expanse, and the thing that I'm enjoying the most, right, is the political aspect of it. Because it's not about the fighting. The political aspect of it is very intriguing in the story that's being told here. And of course, the looming threat of extraterrestrial activities, right? That is what's intriguing about the show. Because it's like, this alien threat might never come to pass. We might never see what, you know, like some alien invasion of aliens coming. Hopefully, it never goes there. I don't want the show to go there, because I think that the alien threat should be dealt with. I don't want to see a bunch of aliens running around and then, you know, the conclusion of this story is Earth, Mars, and Belters together going to war against aliens. Like, I don't want to see that shit. That shit is played out and boring, right? Hopefully that's not the case with The Expanse. I don't want it to go that route, because that's not the ending I would want to see out of this. This show has the potential to be one of the greatest stories told of all times if they handle it right. And I see the potential, right? I see the potential. So hopefully, by accounts from you guys, are saying that The Expanse is one of the best ever been on TV. I'm hoping that that's the case at the end, that I can say that as well. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, guys, I've said what I said. Looking forward to the next episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the reaction. Leave a like, leave a comment. Catch you guys for the next one.